Good afternoon. This is News Now, the day being the 2nd of August, the year being 2023, 1 minute to the top of the hour East African time. Here we will furnish you with the latest news across and even beyond the borders here on TV47. My name is Moige William. Welcome to the broadcast. I trust you're doing well. Also, you can interact with us with the social media handles below of your screen. Now, this afternoon, President William Ruto Wednesday announced a reduction in the cost of fertilizer that is meant to persuade farmers to redouble the use of fertilizer per acre to increase agricultural production. The president has also said that data shows if you double the fertilizer application per acre, you will get more yield of between 12 to 25 bags of maize.
Today, I am proud to announce the commencement of the second phase of our program. On this leg, we shall begin to immediately bring down the price of fertilizer from 3,500 to 2,500 per 50 kilogram bag beginning yesterday. And I'm told that yesterday alone, 34,000 bags of subsidized fertilizer were sold to our farmers. A record in a long time, meaning that the farmers know the importance of subsidized fertilizer. And this is for the short rains now that is going to begin next month all the way to December. At this price, we expect significantly higher uptake of fertilizer. Since fertilizer is the game changer of our agricultural productivity, this should translate to higher production in the next planting season. I encourage farmers to embrace better and greater use of fertilizer to increase yields in the coming seasons.
Now let us turn our focus to a story that has been the talk of the town for days now, whereby Interior Cabinet Secretary Kithure Kindiki has said in a statement today that the government is concerned about the controversial cryptocurrency project WorldCoin, which has so far registered thousands of Kenyans by having an individual scan their iris and they receive 25 free WLD. The tokens are currently valued at 7,786 Kenya shillings. Kindiki has added that anybody found further aiding or engaging in the activities will be dealt with as prescribed by the law, and that the suspension will remain in effect until relevant agencies certify the absence of any security risks. All right, moving on, the Registrar of Political Parties and Derito has called for a hygienic political system in the country so as to propel the hard-gained multi-party democracy. Speaking today in the launch of the post-election evaluation report, Derito has noted that the journey to stabilize political parties in the country has been marred by numerous challenges, as many of the parties have not developed a clear ideological framework that define their political stand. The registrar has, however, found that the parties that have not participated in a general election for consecutive 2 terms will be deregistered as per the constitution requirements.
In preparation of the 2022 general elections, they all have carried the following main activities, among others, just a highlight. One of which was the legal reforms that led to Amendment Act 2022. We also developed the membership regulations, which was enacted in 2021. The amendments were a culmination of numerous stakeholder engagement forums meant to address the various recommendations and lessons learned. In the process, we had a task force that was cross-cutting talking to different people. The second issue we did, in a nutshell, is the ICT re-engineering. We re-engineered our business, including the IPPMS. We joined the e-citizen platform. We integrated processes between ourselves and IPPRS, the database of persons living with disability, and other processes. The third one is that we did a lot of sensitization with the political parties, the training of different political parties, and also did sensitization forum across the country. At one go, we had 226 forums across the country, both of them sensitizing and also peace forum. We also participated in the clearance of members, independent candidates, SEBOS, and their membership status. The Political Parties Liaison Committee also played a key role, where the office, together with PPLC, conducted the caravans and the dialogues. IBC and political parties and ORPP form the dialogue platform, and we participated, all of us, in the peace caravans. Without belaboring, we carried many other activities, including registration of political parties, registration of coalition political parties, registration of coalitions and confirmation, certification of party membership registers, certification of party list, monitoring of party nominations, monitoring of elections, training of political parties, sensitization of all other stakeholders that were involved in the process.
Elsewhere, the Kenya National Chamber of Commerce and Industry has rolled out a partnership with several private companies aimed at equipping youth in micro, small and medium enterprises, that is MSMEs, with hands-on skills in an industry setting to ensure they are interned at relevant industries. Chichi Josephine with more on that.
The program that will initially be rolled out in private manufacturing companies and industries based in Kisumu, Nakuru, Mombasa and Nairobi counties will explore a model where the interns are subjected to a combination of theory and practical training in a real-life working environment.
Kenya is a society of certificates, but not skills. And I agree with that person. We are failing because we don't want our young people to get skills.
This collaboration between the private sector and our youth is a win-win situation for everyone involved. The private sector will benefit from a skilled, motivated workforce, while our youth will have a platform to showcase their talents and contribute to the growth of these enterprises.
Speaking in Nakuru during a meeting with representatives of over 200 SMEs, Nakuru Branch KNCCI chairperson Said Ali pointed out that close links between enterprises and training centers have been at the core of Western world's economic success since the 19th century.
RISE program recognizes the importance of independent living for our youth by empowering them with life skills, financial literacy, and access to resources.
Huwa tunasemanga hiyo mkono chafu hiyo ni alama ya pesa nzuri. Achana hii ya kulala jioni, asubuhi ni tajiri.
Ali argues that strengthening collaborative linkages between the county government and the private sectors was one of the most effective ways of driving TVET agenda, as students can be exposed to the real world of industry and business.
In line with the spirit of economic inclusion, the project will work closely with elected companies from the private sector in Nakuru, Mombasa, Kisumu and Nairobi counties.
It was revealed that there was a growing shortage of technicians and artisans in the country, and for Kenya to achieve the Vision 2030, the country needs 90,000 technicians and over 400,000 artisans to plug the current shortage. Chichi Josephine, TV47.
Thank you, Chichi, for highlighting that. Elsewhere, fear has intensified among residents of Migori town and its environs after 2 people were rushed to the referral hospital in Migori town for allegedly showing symptoms of cholera. This has caused fear among some of the residents who now want the county health department to come clear on the outbreak of the disease. Many residents in the town are using water from the Migori and Nyasare rivers, which are polluted due to drought, which continues to be witnessed in many parts of the county. The residents are now urging the government to provide them with safe drinking water so as to prevent the spread of this disease.
Serikali yetu ya county huja utangaza hadharani kwamba kuna huu mlipuko wa kolera, lakini jinsi watu wanavyoongea ni kama huo ugonjwa uko nasi na tunafaa kuchukua mikakati ambazo zinafaa. Sasa hivi tunahofia maisha yetu, sababu ukiangalia kaunti yetu ya Migori hatuwezi tukasema kwamba tuko na maji masafi vile, sababu kuna maeneo mengine ambayo hayana maji. Kama sisi kwetu mahali tunaishi hatuna maji safi ya kunywa, inabidi saa zingine tunaenda kutafuta maji kwingine ama maji ya mtu binafsi. Kumaanisha kaunti yetu ya Migori haijaweka mbinu sana ya kuhakikisha kwamba wananchi wa kawaida wako na maji safi.
Ni kweli kwamba sasa kuna uoga wa kolera, na kolera huwa unaletwa na maji chafu. Tunapoongea sasa hivi hatuna maji hapa Migori. Maji yenye tunatumia ni haya ya mto Migori na Nyasare, na watu wanachota wanatumia bila kuweka dawa. Kama unatumia hiyo maji ukichota, ni heri uende asubuhi kabla watu waende wavue na kufanya hizo mambo zingine, na lazima utumie dawa, na hiyo dawa kuna kwa watu. Hiyo dawa lazima tupate kwa serikali kwa sababu watu wote hawawezi.
And the Principal Secretary in the Ministry of Internal Security, Raymond Omolo, has said that 40% of criminal cases at the Busia and Malaba border are regarding fake receipts, while 21% are related to drugs. Omolo speaking when he visited the border of Lwakaka, Bungoma County, stressing the government's efforts to strengthen revenue and tax collection in the country. He insisted on synergies to put a stop to the rising criminal cases and enhance business operations.
And looking across, this is when you look at what we get in Malaba, what we get in Busia and Swam. But the bulk of the criminal cases we are handling, 40% of that is on forged documents. Now, our brothers, DCI, NIS, NPS, Ngao, and even KRA, we have our job cut out. Imagine 40% of all the challenges is on forged documents. Then another 21% across those border points I've talked about are drug seizures. So it means something is not working within our multi-agency framework. And the specific agencies involved, we have to up our game so that we significantly bring that down. Because the whole point is, one, we must be able to facilitate trade and genuine trade at that, so that we don't lose revenue. Because if 40% is on forged documents, then we could be talking about much, much higher figures than the 360.
From Malaba, let's head to the central region. The residents of Kamoro village in Dia, Kirinyaga County are still in shock after a 38-year-old man was crushed to death by a train along the Sagana-Karatina railway line. According to his relatives, they suspect that Alfred Megwe was sleeping on the railway as he had done this before. The police commander Kirinyaga West Sub-County, Moses Koskei, confirmed the case and added that the deceased had mental problems, while advising the residents who live aside the railway to be careful.
Hapa usiku tulisikia kwamba yenyewe kuna jamaa aligongwa na alikanyangwa na gari ya moshi ambayo ilikuwa ikielekea Karatina wakati wa usiku, na inaonekana kwamba tulipokuja hapa tukaona kwamba kama ni ile suruali yake ya jini alikuwa amevalia. Unaona kwamba yenyewe kipisi kimoja kinaonekana pande hii, ingine imeonekana pande ile ingine.
Tumepata huyu kijana yetu, tukaitwa, ulikuwa asubuhi dinashara hapo saa moja ilikuwa inaelekea. Nikaulizwa kwa wapi Mwangi? Nikasema Mwangi yako kwa Mboma. Nikaulizwa, nikaambiwa nimuite. Nikamwambia Mwangi hawezi toka kwa nyumba, ndio amegongwa kwa mguu na pikipiki. Nikamwambia si uniambie ni nini inaendelea. Akaniambia tumeona mwili ya huyu kijana wenu ukiwa huko reli na vile umekaa ni kama ya ndes. Nikamwambia mlinjua aje? Akaniambia hatuka na uhakika, lakini tunaona ni kama yeye nguo zake zenye alikuwa amevaa ziko huko kwa reli na imekatakatwa.
To another tragic incident, one person died on the spot in a fatal accident that happened earlier today in Murengeti village on the Nairobi-Nakuru highway, where more than 10 vehicles were involved in the accident. The person who lost his life was a rider and was carrying his brother heading towards Nakuru, but their journey was cut short by the accident. Residents of the area are asking drivers to be more careful, especially during this foggy season, because many drivers have visibility challenges.
Nimetoka Nakuru, nilikuwa naingilia hapa Lemuru niende Gatundu. Nikakutana na pikipiki ikiwa peke yake ikiwa imeslide. Sasa mimi nikakanyanga brake ikakuwa imeingia chini ya bumper. Kushuka sasa nilikuwa nashuka. Ndio niende niangalie hii pikipiki nimekutana nayo na haina mwendeshaji. Mwenye pikipiki mwenye alikuwa na pikipiki yako wapi? Ndio sasa wakati nilikuwa naenda kuangalia mwenye pikipiki, ndio ile gari ilikuwa imetoka pande ya Nairobi. Ikakuja ikagonga gari yangu na ikachukua mwenye alikuwa kwa barabara katikati ikaenda na huyo jamaa sasa mwenye. Kitu yenye naweza sema imechangia hii ajali, inawezekana kuwa mtu wa pikipiki alikuwa amekimbia. Na barabara unaona sasa kunaonyesha. Na sana sisi madereva ukiwa mwangalifu kwa barabara ikiwa na maji hivi unafaa kutembea polepole. Ukikanyanga brake saa nyingine gari uanga ina skid. Yeah, wanasema walikuwa wanatoka Nairobi walikuwa wanaenda Mazizi Siaya.
Tangu timuka kwa bidana. Ndio nasema wakati anga namna hii. Madereva wao waangalifu zaidi. Na sana